Hello, adventurers! So you are looking for new games that are about to be released this November? Then look no more, because I selected a few interesting games that may get you interested in. To be honest, this November is not very rich on big titles, but it's more about quality, not quantity. So I have for you a few small interesting projects and a few very awaited ones. So how about we begin, shall we? And we're gonna start our gaming journey with a small project named Mirthwood, which is a sandbox life simulator RPG. Here you will need to choose first your character background, your appearance, your origin, class and profession. And don't forget to choose that you are a peasant. And if you choose something else, then you are lying to yourself. Next thing that we need to do is to get to the docks so we can flee from the horrors of war that came upon the continent, because we are those who don't want to do anything about it. So we flee to the free land to start a new life. Here we are meeting with a mysterious stranger in a black hood who is telling us to take care of the land that once belonged to someone he knew. And just like that, now we have a ruined house and some land. How convenient, eh? Now you are probably not new of this type of games, and you understand that this game is like Stardew Valley, or like Valheim, or like Enshrouded, or like some other sandbox where you need to farm, craft, kill mobs, and socialize. But here one of the main features of the game is the relationship system, where players can form friendship, rivalries, or romantic bonds with NPCs. Indeed, we never saw anything like it before, did you? But here this came with a bit of twist, because the game includes an NPC mortality system, with characters potentially dying from causes like illness or combat injuries. This mortality impacts not only the personal relationship but also the economy and local dynamics, as well as the weather and the world events. What? So you can go on a more dark path if you want, like killing them all. That's an interesting one. Me personally, I like that the developers stepped out of the pixel world and made this game in this weird, interesting animation style. It looks really cool, or maybe I'm just weird for liking it. I don't know. And we also know about the big success that Valheim had when it was released, and it didn't look very spectacular at first, and then boom, everyone loved it. So I will definitely keep an eye on this game. Who knows, maybe it has what it needs to be a good game. My next game on the list is Empire of Ants, an upcoming strategy game based on Bernard Werber's novel series, developed by Tower 5, where you will need to become, well, an ant and do what ants do. The game immerses player in a photorealistic microscopic world where you will need to lead an ant colony through exploration, combat and resource management. In other words, you are the leader of the colony. You have a base that is your ant hill where you bring resources and build your army, and like you have different units with different abilities that you send to conquer other species of bugs and also defend your own colony. And looks like your units are not only ants, so if you're asking yourself why would they use other species of bugs as units for your army? There are more than 40,000 different species of ants. Did they run out of ants? Yes, that is how you sound in my head. Which will be arguably right, but the developer's explanation is that incorporating other species also reflects the real world ant behavior, as certain ants, like some leafcutters, have been observed coexisting with other insects for mutual benefits, and this deserved approach not only makes gameplay more dynamic and variant, but also adds a layer of realism to the ecological system in Empire of Ants. So there you have it, the explanation. I'll the question to the developers, please. And what made me a bit sad is that you'll not be able to see how a colony is built from an underground perspective. I don't know, I think it would be cool to see a colony of ants from this perspective. Like to see where they keep their eggs or food or get lost in tunnels. Or maybe it will not be necessary. I don't know. We can also expect from the game an immersive storyline and also single player and multiplayer experience. Yes, there will be a multiplayer. And I think that's all I wanted to say. Yes? No? Yes. Slitterhead, developed by Bokeh Game Studio and directed by Silent Hill creator Keijiro Toyama, is an upcoming horror action game set in Aeri, a mysterious Asian city reminiscent of Kowloon Wallet City. What the hell are those names? I'm about to break my tongue. God damn it. Alright. Unlike traditional horror games, Slitterheads emphasize fast-paced dynamics action and leans more towards grotesque and surreal. You will face creatures inspired by the Yogozi, a brain-eating monster from Chinese folklore that embodies horror through bizarre transformation and grotesque designs. The main character, known as Yoki, embarks on a mission to hunt down and eradicate those creatures, delving into the twisted, hidden side of the city, as they uncover the extent of the Slitterhead menace. The developers have also drawn inspiration from anime and manga like Gans and Parasite, which helped enrich the disturbing otherworldly design of Slitterheads. We will also utilize a possession mechanic that allows us to switch between different characters, adding variety and strategy to combat. The gameplay, though action-oriented, incorporates exploration and stealth elements as we hunt monsters hidden in human forms. The game's atmospheric cityscape and horror theme share some aesthetic parallels with Ghostwire Tokyo. So if you want a very unusual Asian game this November, here I found one for you. You're welcome. Toads of the Bayou is an upcoming turn-based roguelike game with deck building elements developed by La Grande Studio. The action sets in a haunted swampy region where we will control a team of toads trapped by the legendary Baron Samedi, a Loa of Death, who has cursed the land. The gameplay combines tactical grid-based combat with a strong emphasis on resource management and deck building. We will need to build a settlement in the swamp and then defend it from Sademi's minions. You can customize your deck with over 50 cards for combat and movement options. The game replayability is supported by procedurally generated maps and combat scenarios, with each playthrough introducing a new challenge and opportunities. As players progresses, they can expand and upgrade their settlements with buildings like the Witch Hunt or Garnison to unlock bonuses and fortify against the Baron's forces. Now you are asking yourself, what is this game doing in this list? It doesn't look like much. It's very simple. I like frogs. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chernobyl is almost here. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for this game. I have been waiting for it for so long and it's almost in my hands. I'm even building a new PC for this game, not gonna lie, so I can support it in 4K. And then I can see all the details. Just look at this masterpiece. Okay, now I'm a bit off script. So, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, as with previous game, will transport us back to the altered Chernobyl exclusive zone. Now an even larger open world area filled with deadly anomalies, faction and mutants. Yes, they are. In this entry, we will play as Skiff, a lone stalker navigating a branching storyline influenced by our decisions in this post-apocalyptic survival environment. The game combines dense survival mechanics with RPG elements and a reputation system that affects interaction with various factions. Groups like Duty and Freedom can become allies or enemies depending on choices, adding layers of narrative complexity. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 promises a return of beloved features such as artifact hunting with a detector, intense battle against humans and mutants, and navigating through anomalies, deadly environmental hazards that can vaporize anything caught in their radius. Sounds great! Notably, the game has an advanced AI system that simulates NPC routines and dynamic encounters with mutants and enemies, both crucial in creating a world that feels alive and dangerous. The AI system ensures this interaction continue whether players are present or not, contributing to a highly immersive experience in the zone. Yes, it will. In my opinion, this is the biggest project of the year, and all I want is the developers will stop moving the release date. So when you watch this video, check the release date again, just in case. And with all that, see you in Chernobyl, guys. Or maybe not, I will be too busy having fun. And that's about it. Who watched me, you have my sincere thanks. It means a lot for me to see that my work it was not in vain. See you around and have a happy November.